A concrete hut in the Sinai desert has become a refuge for the victims of human trafficking. We found 8 Eritrean migrants sheltering in it. Over the months, dozens of Africans have found sanctuary here, freed from the hands of their captors. Mahari wanted to escape military service in Eritrea. The experience cost him thousands of dollars. It may also cost him his foot. The traffickers tortured him with melted plastic.
They drove us to Sinai. They tortured me because I could not pay the money. I begged for mercy, but no one listened.
Tesfaye was tortured too. He fled Eritrea with his older brother, who didn't make it.
They suspended him from his leg. They beat him and left him hanging there for 3 days. And then he died.
Redemption comes in the form of a Bedouin leader who rescues the migrants and hands them to the UN Refugee Agency. He accuses the authorities of complicity in the trafficking.
We often find that the security forces play a role in bringing African migrants to Sinai. They help them cross the bridges and the rivers. That's the only way we can explain how 20, maybe even 30,000 migrants from Ethiopia, Sudan and Eritrea have made it to Israel since the trafficking started.
This is frontier country. Bedouin tribes are left to enforce their own version of the law. Family feuds are settled with assault rifles, and criminal gangs smuggle drugs, weapons and people.
We have had scores of trafficked people who have been referred to us here in Cairo. And we are very grateful to Sheikh Mohammed, and we would like to carry on to call on this kind of religious leadership to exercise some influence, some leverage on these people who are trafficking.
Every month, hundreds of African migrants make a perilous dash towards Israel. Some are shot by Egyptian border guards. Others get entangled in the barbed wire. Israel is now just a couple of 100 meters away, on the other side of the metal fence. The few migrants that make it this far have traveled thousands of kilometers. But this short patch of land between here and the border is potentially the most dangerous part of the journey. The migrants are simply grateful to be alive. They say they would never have embarked on this journey if they had known how it would end. Jackie Rowland, Al Jazeera, in northern Sinai.